to that Twitter handle, I will be able to see and make this broadcast as interactive as possible. And we are underway here in game number 2 of the 2019 PEI AAA Atlantic Championships. Puck is down in the corner. Looking to work it ahead there is McLaughlin. McLaughlin gets it as far as the blue line, but not out. Now it's picked up by Power. Power trying to come off the end or sideboards with it. Gets it to Walker. Walker with the shot. Burrows tried to get a glove over it, but it ended up being knocked over to the near side wall. Now Mosier gets it ahead to McLaughlin. McLaughlin will dump it in, go off on a change. While coming out of the net to play the puck there is Pollard. Pass ahead intended for McEachern, gets intercepted. Marchand goes to dump it back in deep. That gets knocked down. And now picked up by Austin. He tried to make a pass across. That got broken up. And picking it up now instead is Dalton. Dalton wraps it around to the near side for Austin. Austin back around to the far side there for Marchand. Marchand gets it back over to Austin again. Now ahead for Steele. Quick one-touch pass. Steele gets it to Sim, and here comes Lane Sim. Sim into the zone. Drop pass. Over to Steele, couldn't quite get a handle on it, and now out to center ice, and will be picked up there by Caden Campbell. Campbell makes the quick pass there to Dalton. Dalton back around behind to trying to get a look at the number there. Either way, the pass ahead for Steele, a little bit too far in front of him, and it goes down the length of the ice for an icing call with 1:40 gone here in the first period. And the face-off will be back down in the Pictou County end. Power to take the draw there against Spence. Or sorry, that was Walst rather. Played as far as the line, held in there by Bulpett. Now it's over Bulpett's head and down the ice. Hustling in to get after it there is Crossman. Crossman into the corner, stops, changes direction, trying to bring it out in front, but that's broken up by Bulpett. Bulpett now turning and gets the puck over to McGrath. McGrath ahead for McKenzie. Out to center. Played back in. McGrath on it again, trying to get away from the forecheck of Walst. Now McGrath gets it out. Smith plays it back in. That's good. That would be an offside, so he had to peel off, and that gives the Kings a chance to come out and get the puck out to center. Picked up there by Rowan Walker. He'll get it down the length of the ice for an icing call. 2:39 gone here in period number 1. Still looking for the first goal of the game. And want to give a big thank you to one of the Kings County, I believe it's actually grandparents, who filled me in on the fact that the McDonalds, Drew and Jackson, and the Walkers, Rowan and Austin, both just coincidence, not actually related to each other. I was asking that question a few times throughout the course of that first game for the Kings earlier today, and I got filled in between games, so a big thanks for that information. McLaughlin dumps the puck in right onto Pollard. He steers it aside. Now a chance throwing it in front there, trying to get it onto the stick of Smith, but it was a little bit too hot for him to handle. Couldn't get it redirected onto the net. Crusher's backing up with it now. Played back down into the King zone. Coming in hard on the forecheck there is Dalton. Dalton now comes out with the puck. Dalton tried to do a spin and fire, but it ended up going off of the leg. It might have been his own teammate that he hit. Now played back to the line for Marchand. Marchand with a shot. That was coming in high, and I believe getting a piece of that with his face mask there was Micah Pollard. Now the puck gets to the line, held in momentarily there by Sim, but the Kings are able to come out with it. Working in there is Walker. That's Rowan Walker, excuse me. Crushers get possession, and here comes Sim. Lane Sim, he's got Steele with him. Sim, a couple of nice moves, gets it over to Steele, who ends up putting it just wide. Landon Steele with a good opportunity there. Steele, quite the two-sport athlete. Last summer, I had the chance to call Landon Steele and the rest of the New Glasgow team as they won I believe it was the Atlantic Championships in Pee Wee baseball last summer, which was actually played here in Pictou County as well. I want to say it was Atlantics. I'm pretty sure it was. Or it might have been Provincials. It was Provincials, now that I think about it. But Landon Steele, part of that provincial championship New Glasgow baseball team from last summer, now part of the Pee Wee hockey team hosting the Atlantic Championships. There's a couple of players on this team who were part of that baseball team. There's a shot in from long range. It was coming in high. Pollard makes the catch and hangs on for a face-off. 4:23 gone here in the first period. Meanwhile, as we look over at the other sheet of ice, the two teams that are going to be playing in that game a little later on still haven't made their way out onto the ice yet, as the group that's on before them still out there. So that 7:30 start may be actually a little bit later than 7:30 now that we take a closer look at it. Puck up the wall there, worked as far as McNeil. Now back down into the corner. Gotel gets it around to the near side corner, trying to get it up the wall and out, but that's broken up there by McKenzie. McKenzie plays it back. There's a shot from the point from Conrad. That doesn't miss by a whole bunch, and Mosier now tries to work it back down low. Kings are there to break that up and send it down the ice with 5 minutes gone here in the first period. That'll be an icing call against the Prince Edward Island champions. And so the face-off will come back down into the Kings County zone. I mentioned Landon Steele, one of those players who was part of that baseball championship team last summer. Try and accurately tell you who some of those other people were throughout the rest of the game or the rest of the weekend. Here come the Kings out to center. Here's Power with it. Power able to skate through a couple of players. Power still with it. Now has the puck roll off his stick down into the corner. He chases it down there. Went to play it up the wall, but that's broken up by Dalton. And out comes Keegan Dalton. Dalton trying to work his way around McGrath. Sends it down into the corner. Back to get it there is Rowan Walker. Walker ends up turning it over, though, and having to cover up and hang on for a face-off there is Pollard with 9:38 left, or 9:22 rather, left to go here in this first period. Still looking for the first goal of the game. Shots on goal right now favoring the host Pictou County team 6-1. Now, I should point out they are the hosts, but they are not the home team in this game. Again, one of those quirks of tournament play. You may be at home, but that doesn't mean you're at home. Puck is dumped out and then dumped back in again by Caden Campbell. Into the far side corner, picked up there by Walst. Walst tries to play it up the wall. That's broken up. And now trying to work out there was Sharkey. That doesn't quite work. Second effort, and out it comes. Pass to Sharkey. Sharkey trying to get around Campbell. Sharkey gets hauled down by Campbell, and that's going to lead to the first penalty of the game. Actually, they're going to call it against the Kings. And it is indeed going to go against the Kings, and I got to say, I'm a little bit surprised by that. But that is the indication. Holding the stick is the call against Dawson Sharkey. So Pictou County will get the first power play of this game. It'll be their first power play of the tournament, obviously, as it is their first game. For the Kings, their penalty kill so far on the weekend, or on the tournament, they've killed off 4 of 7 penalties that they took. So their penalty kill efficiency, 57.1%. Puck played over to the near side for Mosier. Mosier takes the shot. It gets through. Save. Rebound. But that rebound wasn't available for very long, as Micah Pollard able to gather it up and cover it up for a face-off. With 21 seconds gone in the penalty. Played back to the line. McKenzie with the shot. That steered aside. Now pass. There's another shot, another save. Another chance. They score! I believe it was Owen Conrad who finished that off. No, it was not. I'm sorry. It was Clint McLaughlin who gets the goal. McLaughlin scores on the power play at 6:55 of the first period. For McLaughlin, his first goal, first point of the tournament, making it a 1-0 lead for the Pictou County Crushers. There's Sim with the puck. He'll dump it back in after it came out. Delayed offside, so the Crushers have to touch up. Caden Smith getting an assist. And Conrad getting the second assist on that one. So again, that was McLaughlin. First goal, first point of the tournament from Smith and Conrad at 6:55. And now there's one that nearly handcuffs Pollard. He's able to gather it up, though, and cover up for a face-off. Just 1 second shy of the midway point here of period number 1. Good start for the Crushers to be able to convert on their first power play opportunity. You get the feeling that special teams are going to be a key part of determining which teams are going to have success over the course of the next 4 days. Puck squirts loose to McPhee. McPhee plays it as far as the line. Does not come. Yes, it does come out. Or no, it didn't come out, but it was a hand pass as the puck was knocked down by the glove of defenseman Ben Manos, and so that's going to lead to the face-off coming outside the blue line. The linesman had waved off the offside, but the referee blew down the hand pass. Right off of the draw, coming forward with the puck there, Crossman. Near side wall, now Campbell gets it down low off the end boards, picked up behind the net there by Walst. Walst sends it back down low there for Spence. Spence plays it back to the line for Manos. Manos tees it up. There's a shot. Couple of redirections on the way in, but able to stay with it there is Pollard all the way, and Pollard will cover up and hang on for a face-off. 8:08 gone here in period number 1. 1-0 the scoreline in favor of the Pictou County Crushers. And if you are just joining us, it was a power play goal at the 6:55 mark. Clint McLaughlin getting his first goal and first point of the tournament. Off of the draw, Crushers with pressure again. Played back to the line for McKenzie. McKenzie sends it back down the wall there to Mosier. Mosier skating to the middle of the ice, takes a shot. Kick save made there by Pollard. Now picked up at the far wall. Takes a bit of a bump there, and losing the puck in the process was Smith, and now it's out to center. Picked up there at center by McKenzie. Dominic McKenzie gets it ahead, and here comes Smith. Smith working his way in down the right wing boards, down into the corner. Throws it through the crease. It goes all the way to the far wall, comes to the line. Conrad tried to tee it up, but it ended up rolling off the heel of his stick, and now coming the other way, here's Power with a chance. Power cutting the middle of the ice. Power with a shot! And I think it may have hit a couple of people on its way through. Finally, it gets to Georgia Burrows, and she will cover up and hang on for a face-off. With 6:08 left to go here in period number 1, and still looking at that 1-0 scoreline for the Crushers. Meanwhile, we can tell you that they are flooding over on the other sheet of ice, which means the warm-ups will be getting going fairly shortly there. So if you are looking for that game between the Caps and the Hitmen, warm-ups will be starting relatively soon here. They're just in the middle, or they've just started flooding to get ready for that one. Here comes Dalton now. Dalton coming in, takes the shot, and Pollard able to make the save and hang on. 5:55 left to go here in the first period, and that's the 11th shot faced there by Pollard. 10 saves so far on the game. Just 2 shots taken by the Kings, both of them stopped by Georgia Burrows. Puck down into the corner. Sharkey picking it up there. Sharkey plays it ahead, and it ends up coming out. Austin Walker trying to get on the defenseman there, Ben Marchand, but the Crushers are able to bring it back in. Working down is Steele. Steele down into the corner. Sends it in behind the net, intended for Sim, a little too far in front of him, and Bulpit gets to it. Played up the wall to McKenzie. There's a shot, and a blocker save made there by Pollard on the long-range shot there from Marchand. And you see the size of a guy like Ben Marchand. He's got some power behind that slap shot that he delivers from the point there. Kings get possession. Coming out to center. Nice play there by Dalton to knock the puck momentarily off the stick of McGrath. Now sent back in, and McGrath gets a stick up into the face of Manos. And we'll see if something gets called out of this. It doesn't appear that anything will. With 5:01 left to go here in this opening period. Face off just outside the Crusher blue line. Waltz taking the draw there against Power. Puck ends up on the stick of Power, but Power ends up bringing it in just a little bit offside as Carson McKenzie, who had one of the 2 goals for the Kings in the first period, ended up coming into the zone just a little bit ahead of his captain, Mason Power. So Power and Waltz to take the draw again here. This time at the far side of the ice, just outside the Crusher blue line. Waltz wins the draw, and the Crushers get the puck ahead and into the King zone. Crossman with the shot. Blocker save. Rebound is loose in front. Gathered up, but now turned over to the Crushers. There's Crossman with another shot. That gets steered over into the corner. Picked up now. Spence getting it, working it up the wall, intended to play it back to his defenseman, but that was broken up by Power. Power ends up getting his pocket picked, however, and coming back up the other way. Here comes Conrad. Conrad with the shot. That's steered aside by Pollard. Down into the corner. Conrad is in there. Puck comes up the wall. Knocked down there by Spence. Comes back. There's a shot from Walst, and making the save and hanging on is Micah Pollard with 4:09 left to go here in period number 1. They're still flooding over on that other sheet of ice. We are going to keep you up to date as to what's going on there so that you don't have to miss a single moment of the action here at the 2019 PEI AAA Atlantics. There's a chance in front, and what a save there by Pollard. In close was Cade Mosier, but Pollard able to get enough of that puck to deflect it way up over the glass and out of play. A big save there by the goaltender, number 33, Micah Pollard, keeping this a 1-0 game with just over 4 minutes left to go in period number 1. Mosier gets waved out of the face-off circle. Smith comes in to take the draw. Yes, the face-off smirkle, the well-known part of the ice. McKenzie taking the puck down, tries to center it, getting knocked down just before the puck got there, though, was Mosier. And puck is picked up by the Kings out to center. Looking for it there was Sibic. He couldn't find it. And now coming back in again are the Crushers. Pass a little bit too far in front of Smith, and coming back the other way now, here's Sibic. Sibic has it knocked off his stick. Puck is sent around to the far side of the net, and McLaughlin will get over to it there. He gets it taken away from him. There's the puck going way up high into the air, and it ends up coming down into the glove of Georgia Burrows. And Burrows' defenseman coming to make sure that nobody in a yellow jersey gets too close there. With 3:19 left to go here in period number 1. Off the face-off, puck picked up there by Walker. He had it knocked off his stick. Walker able to pick it back up again, then has it roll off the back of his stick, goes to Landon Steele. Steele trying to work his way out, can't clear the zone. Now it does come out. Bullpit, plays it across to the far side. Sim had it momentarily, but then ended up losing it, and out come the Kings. Into the Crusher zone, trying to work through there was Walker, Rowan Walker that is. Now Power gets it to Walker. Walker trying to cut towards the middle of the ice, has the puck stripped, and coming out the other way, here come the Crushers, led by Austin. Austin tried to center it. It goes off a skate, ends up going right to Dalton, however. Now in front for Sim, there's a chance. And Pollard comes up big on that one, making the save with 2:28 left to go. And Micah Pollard standing tall there, stopping a couple of nice chances for the Crushers here in this opening period. Walst to take the draw against Power. Walst right off of the draw, takes the shot, save made. The rebound was loose for a moment, but Pollard able to get on top of it and cover up for another face-off. 2:25 left to go. The Zamboni just about done. Laps of the ice over on the far side there, so warm-ups will be starting in just a moment or two. Looks like it's going to be closer to an 8 o'clock start as opposed to a 7:30 start for that game. There's a shot that goes off the crossbar. Glorious chance for the Crushers to double up their lead, but it went off of the crossbar, and so it'll remain a 1-0 game. Here with just over 2 minutes left to go in the first period, puck played back to the line for Campbell. Campbell sends it across to the far side, teeing it up there. With the shot was Manos. It got deflected on its way in, but again, Micah Pollard standing tall in between the pipes for the Kings. Here in this first period for Pollard, 18 saves on 19 shots so far here this evening. Off of the draw, puck comes back to the line. Now back down into the corner, picking it up there is Gotel. Gotel tried to work it up the wall, but the referee indicates that it was played with a high stick, so the face-off will come out to center ice. Although when you look at the size of Lane Sim there, who just took that face-off and won it, the height of Lane Sim's shoulder is just about everybody else's waist almost. Lane Sim, one of the tinier guys out there on the ice, but don't tell him that. Here's Lane Sim with the puck now. Sim trying to get himself into a shooting position, but he was all tied up by McLean. Now the puck comes out. Here's Power at center ice. 84 seconds left to go in the period. Power gets it across to Walker. Walker with the shot, and that was Austin Walker. And the save made there by Burrows, and she'll hang on for the faceoff with 1:19 left in the first period. And we can tell you that the Caps and the Hitman are out on the ice now for their warm-ups. Over on that second sheet, near side wall, off of the faceoff, played around to the far side. Getting over there, Dalton trying to help clear the zone. As they continue to jam away at that puck, it ends up rolling away. Picked up by Austin. Now Dalton, now back to Austin again as we're into the final minute. Played around to the near side there for Marchand. Ahead for Steele. Steele, quick little one-touch up to Mosier. Mosier works around down into the corner. Mosier goes to play it back up the wall to Marchand. Marchand with a shot. Ends up being partially blocked by Power, who loses his stick in the process, but Power soccers his way down to the blue line. Then Austin ends up running into the knee of Sibic, excuse me. And it looks like Sibic's going to get a penalty, but so too is one of the Crushers, it appears. They're going to call a trip on Sibic and a body check on the Crusher player with 30.5 seconds left to go. So Sibic goes off for the trip and Marchand goes off for the body check, both at 14:30 of the first period. So coincidental penalties, neither side gets the power play, obviously. We'll stay 5-on-5 here. And the face-off will be just outside the blue line of Kings County. McLaughlin Working in. McLaughlin with a backhand shot. That's steered aside by Pollard. Not able to clear as Walst holds it in. Now McLean gets it ahead. Out to center. Picking up there, McLaughlin trying to work it into the zone. And the puck ends up under a pile of players, so the referee will blow it down with 7.6 seconds left to go. And we are that close to the break to have the teams change ends and get ready for the start of the second period. Off of the draw, Mosier rather. There's a shot and Burrows makes the save with 0.7 seconds left on the clock. For Burrows, that's just the fifth shot that she's faced here in this first period. Whereas for Pollard, 19 shots, 18 saves through the first 15 minutes. Just the one goal in period number one. It came off the stick of Clint McLaughlin on the power play for the hometown Pictou County Crushers. So they are the guests on the scoreboard for this one, but they are the host team of this tournament. And after 15 minutes of play, the Crushers do have the 1-0 lead over the Kings County Kings. And I can tell you that during this break between periods, my cameraman and technical guru Neil is over at the other rink making sure that everything is set up and ready to go. And the stream is open there for the Caps and the Hitmen. So if you are looking for that game, that stream should be open and up and running. And again, don't forget to feel free to flip back and forth between these two games as the evening goes on. Ready for the start of the second period here. Mosier and Power take the draw. Mosier wins it back to Conrad. He'll play it over across to Manos rather, and right into the zone. There's a shot. Nice save by Pollard. Now we're going to have another penalty coming up, and it's going to go against the Kings again. As the play is down in the Kings County end, and as they touch the puck, Brian just making his way back while he was over at the other sheet of ice, very quickly dealing with that other stream. 21 seconds into period number two, and we've got the second power play of the game for the Crushers. The penalty is going to go against Drew McDonald for tripping. And so the Crushers, who are 1 for 1 with the power play, get the chance to extend their lead here. Shot very early on in the power play, steered aside. Now Conrad with the puck. Just holds the line, now gets it over to Mosier. Mosier, cross to Smith, but that was just on the wrong side of Smith. Couldn't get the shot away. And that allowed the Kings to get it out to center. Walker dumps it in deep. Back to pick up there is McKenzie. McKenzie plays it ahead to Smith. Smith across the line, has Mosier with him. Smith down into the corner, will wrap it around the boards. It'll come all the way back to Conrad at the point. Across to the far side there for Manos. Played down into the corner. Or sorry, that's not Manos, that's McKenzie rather. And the Kings able to get possession, send it down the length of the ice. 1 minute gone in the penalty. Coming in and stealing the puck there is Sharkey. Sharkey in the corner. Gets bumped off the puck. But Conrad having trouble clearing as Sharkey still all over him. Now the puck played to the far corner. McKenzie will get to it and play it out to center. McLean waiting for it there. but McLean misplayed it slightly. That allows McKenzie to chase it down all the way down into the King zone. McKenzie still on the puck, 25 seconds left in the man advantage. Went to play it over there to Manos, but that's broken up by Sharkey with a nice play. Now here's Sharkey trying to set it up there for McKenzie, but they can't quite connect, and now it's down into the near side corner. Played ahead there for Dalton. 8 seconds left in the man advantage. Dalton, nice move to get around McLean. Dalton coming in, takes the shot, steered aside. Dalton with it again, takes the shot. That one goes wide. Now Austin pinching in from the point. We're back to 5-on-5. Puck down into the far side corner. Steele sets it up there for Sim. Sim back to Steele, back to the line. There's a shot deflected and steered away by Pollard again. Now to Sim, near side corner. Plays it back to Austin. Austin with the shot. Deflection there by Dalton. And Pollard again staying on it. Steele picks up, plays it back to the line. Manos, send it near side, down into the corner, picked up by one of the Kings players, gets it to the line, not out, held in by Austin. Austin now skating the puck down, takes the shot. That goes off McLean, comes back to Austin, and that shot steered aside again by Pollard. Now Power will pick up, and Power will lead the rush out to clear off some of the pressure. Here comes Power. Power still with it, takes the shot, and Burrows with the blocker save. Now Steele gets it down the length of the ice, and that will just be an icing, as trying to outrace that puck was Walsh, but could not get there in time. And so we will have an icing against the Crushers with 3:20 gone here in period number 2, and the coincidental penalties finally come to an end as we get our first whistle since those penalties did expire. Back to the line. There's a shot that got knocked down in front. Crushers pick up to the line and out, but then pocket picked by Civic, and coming back the other way, here come the Kings. In front for Power, there's a shot, and I don't know if Burrows got a piece of it or not, but now Power again with a shot. That one gets blocked. Power picks up again, takes another shot. That one goes wide, and now the puck comes up the near side wall. And Spence will play it back to Conrad. Conrad able to get it out to center. And Conrad will carry all the way down into the King zone. Conrad cutting in, takes a shot. That goes off the post. And it's picked up there. And out come the Kings. As far as the red line, McKenzie able to slow the puck up enough that Sharkey ended up ahead of the play. And it becomes an offside with 5:13 gone here in period number 2. Shots on goal right now, 22-6. On the clock, I should point out, on the clock it shows 21-6, but they're showing saves made on the clock, not shots taken. So even though it says 21-6, the shots are 22-6. It's kind of an odd way to do it, but that's the way it's being done because on the score sheet it reads shots stopped, so that's what they're actually recording on the clock up above center ice here at the Wellness Center. Puck down into the King zone, picked up there by McPhee. McPhee plays it to the line, not out, held in by Manos there. Manos now trying to get into a shooting position, can't get one as he ended up going down. Now puck down into the corner. McPhee couldn't quite get on the puck in time. Now McPhee does get it, plays it to the line, held in by Manos. Manos trying to get it through to Smith. Smith will get it to McLaughlin, who took the shot and was looking for a deflection. Now Smith, that shot blocked by McPhee, and able to cover up and hang on for a face-off there was Pollard as McPhee slowed that puck right down so that it was just crawling as it made its way in. Face-off will be to the left of goaltender Micah Pollard. Pollard having an incredible game so far here this evening. Kings get the puck out to center. Steele finds Sim. Sim couldn't get through McLean, however. Now McLean will play it around to the near side for McKenzie. Out to center. Austin will send it back in. McLean fans a little bit on that pass, but it still does get through to McNeil. Now out to center. Austin will pick up there. Plays it back up the far side wall. An attempted dump in, knocked down off the leg of Marchand, and now it's back into the zone. And Austin goes to work it up for Dalton. It gets all the way to the line, held in there by Gotel. Down behind the net for Power. Power comes out in front, takes the shot, and that goes just wide. Now in the corner, there's Walker. That's Austin Walker. Gets stripped of the puck, and coming out with it is Austin. Here comes Austin, leading the rush now. Gets it to Steele. Back to Austin. Austin with the shot. That goes up over the crossbar. Wraps all the way around. Sim holds it in at the line. Sim again holding it at the line, and now it does come out. Pass ahead for Walker. Here comes Walker. Has the puck knocked off his stick, it comes back to him again. And then down below the goal line, Austin will pick up there with 8.5 left to go here in period number 2. That's dumped down the length of the ice, and that will be an icing against Pictou County as they continue to lead it by that scoreline of 1-0. If you are just joining us, the goal came back at the 6:55 mark of the first period. It was a power play marker for Clint McLaughlin of the Crushers. His first goal, first point of the tournament, obviously, since this is the Crushers' first game. And the scoreline is just 1-0. Sharkey wins the draw to the boards, but it ends up being picked up there by Conrad. Conrad now trying to create some room. Or actually, rather, trying to create the room there was McKenzie. Now the puck comes to Conrad. Conrad gains the red line, dumps the puck in. Around to the far side. Bullpit able to get it ahead to Sharkey. Sharkey plays it off the wall. Out for Gotel, but Gotel gets his, or that's Walker rather, not Gotel. Now heading back up the other way. There's Walst with it. Puck goes in and out and in and out, and now brought back in again. But puck knocked off the stick of Crossman there, and here's Sharkey. Sharkey gets the puck knocked off his stick there by Conrad. Now down in the corner, Walker. Walker loses his footing, and it's played around to the far side for Crossman. Crossman, that pass, a little bit too far ahead of the intended target, and it goes all the way down into the King zone. McGrath will play it across to the far side. 7:17 left to go here in period number 2. Power, cutting to the middle of the ice, takes the shot. Burrows with the save. Another shot and another save by Burrows. Hanging on for the face-off. 7:08 left to go here in period number 1. And they are underway next door. And we can tell you that there is a power play going on right now for one of the teams. Still no score, nearing the halfway mark of the first period. And again, you can flip back and forth between these two games all evening long here on 360 Live. There's a shot blocked by McPhee down into the corner. Played back to the line. Campbell there, now plays it back down. Cross to the near side for Smith. Smith with a sharp angle shot. That gets blocked. Smith now goes to play it across, intended for Mosier. Now the puck comes off the end boards to Smith. Tried to play it across, but it goes off of Power and out to center ice. Campbell will play it right back in again. Onto the stick of McPhee. McPhee tried to make the long lead pass, but it was broken up by Mosier. Now Power able to get it down into the Crusher zone, but Burrows just waited on that puck, and once it got to her, she covered up and hung on for a face-off. 6:20 left to go here in period number 2. Still that 1-0 scoreline is where we stand, as we have stood since the 6:55 mark of period number 1. Sim gets waved out of the face-off circle because Steele moved a little bit too quickly, but to be fair, Steele was faked out, I think, by the linesman. There's a shot. Doesn't get all the way through to Burrows. Puck is still loose in front, though. Still loose. They battle for it. Finally picked up by Austin, and Austin able to bring it out. Here's Austin working the puck ahead. A little bit of ping-pong on either side of the blue line. Now it's settled back down and wrapped around to the near side for McGrath. McGrath Up as far as the blue line. Dalton held it momentarily, but then McKenzie gets it out to center. Sim plays it back to Austin. Little bit of pass back and forth between Austin and Marchand. Now ahead to Dalton. Dalton cuts behind Sim to bring the puck into the zone, but that ends up putting Lane Sim in an offside position with 5:40 left to go here in period number 2. Scoreline still that 1-0 as it has stood. Shots on goal now 23-10 for the Crushers. 5-5 here in this second period up to this point. Pass intended for Crossman, partially broken up there by McNeil, but now pinching in to get after it was McKenzie. Picked up by Gotel. Gotel able to get it ahead. Not out, however, as Conrad holds it in. And then the shot in. Covering up there is Pollard, hanging on for the faceoff. 5:17 left here in period number 2. Meanwhile, 5:23 left to go in period 1 over on the other side. And the Caps and Hitmen still looking for the first goal in that one. Played across to the far side. McKenzie with a shot. Save, the rebound was there, but a nice play by Gotel to make sure that it could not be picked up by Wyatt Spence. Spence had open net to work with, but Gotel with a great play. Now we got a delayed penalty coming up against the Crushers. Power coming out with the extra attacker out there, Sharkey. But the pass to Sharkey ended up coming back just out over the blue line, so says the linesman. And so we will get the first Kings power play of this game at 10:09 of period number 2. Holding is the call. And Crossman, the guilty party. So that's the first power play of this game for the Kings. They are 1 for 4 so far on the tournament. For Pictou County, obviously, this is their first penalty kill of the tournament, as it is their first penalty kill of their first game, as the Crushers able to get the puck down the length of the ice. Drew McDonald back to get it there. McDonald gets his pocket picked, however, with the good forecheck there by McLaughlin. Now McLaughlin killing a bit of time as 30 seconds are gone in the penalty. Finally coming out with it, Sharkey gets it across to the far side. Puck turned over at center ice, however, and Mosier will send it back down into the Kings zone. 1:18 left to go in the penalty. Just over 4 minutes left here in the second period. Puck played out to center, intercepted by McKenzie. Brought back in, then back out again. Now McEachern sends it down low. Waiting for it there, Campbell. Campbell plays it off the glass, and it goes out down the length of the ice. Pollard out of the net to play it. Plays it up all the way as far as Power to McDonald. Up ahead there for Sharkey. Sharkey gets it knocked away from him. Campbell now plays it to the line, held in. 37 seconds left in the power play. Power now skating it away from the wall. Power. Shot gets blocked. Puck rolls back to the blue line, held in by McDonald, down to Power. Power down to McEachern, out front for Sharkey. And there's a good save by Burrows. Maybe the toughest, most dangerous chance for the Kings so far here this evening, but Burrows able to stand tall. Kings back in their own zone, still 5 seconds left of the man advantage. McKenzie plays it across there to Walker. That's Rowan Walker. As we are back to 5-5, the puck is cleared down the length of the ice. That will be an icing call. No, icing gets waved off just at the last second. Back to get the puck there is McGrath. Now we got another penalty coming up, again against the Crushers. As Walker, now with the puck touched by Steele, and it looks like it's going to be Crossman who's going to go off again. And this time it's going to be a tripping call. So the Kings, who are 0 for 1 with the man advantage here this evening and 1 for 5 with the man advantage in the tournament, get their second consecutive power play here. Just 25 seconds after Crossman came out of the box on the first penalty. Right back in for the second one. McKenzie with the puck. Has it rolled away, but goes to Sharkey. Now played over to McLean. McLean stripped of the puck, and the Crushers are able to clear it out to center. 1:38 left to go in the penalty. 2 minutes left to go here in the period. McDonald with it now. Makes the pass ahead. Picked up by Power. Power brings it in, drops it back. There's a shot from McLean. That steered aside. With it momentarily was McKenzie, but Sharkey picked his pocket. Now played back to the line for McLean. McLean. McDonald near side. McDonald with the shot. Gets all the way through. Comes off the end board. Sharkey in front. And that's cleared away. Now McLean holds it in. McLean backed up by Sharkey. Sharkey has it go beyond him, and it'll go down the length of the ice with 56 seconds left in the penalty. Played ahead. Austin can't clear the zone. Now skating it in, McLean from the top of the faceoff circle takes the shot, and Burrows makes the save and hangs on for another faceoff. 43 seconds left in the penalty. 1:09 left to go here in the second period. Meanwhile, over next door, with just under 2 minutes left to go in the first period, they are still looking for the first goal of the game, in that one between the Fredericton Caps and the St. John's Hitmen. Down into the corner. Sibic, gets it over to Austin Walker. Out in front for Sibic. They jam away at it, but now it's cleared as far as the line, held in there by Bulpett. Now the Crushers get possession back again. Campbell will take it behind the net with 40 seconds left in the period. There's Sibic with it again. There's a shot. Save made again there by Burrows. And now the Crushers are able to clear it down the length of the ice. That will pretty much do it for the penalty. As Crossman back out onto the ice yet again. 24 seconds left in period number 2. Dalton can't get the puck in front of his own bench. Picked up by McGrath. McGrath will bring it in. McGrath throws it towards the front of the net. That's cleared away by McKenzie. Into the corner with 10 seconds left to go. Now Walker trying to come off the side wall. Walker couldn't get a shot away, and that will do it for period number 2. A much better period for the Kings as they outshot the Crushers 10-6. However, 10-7 rather. However, we're still sitting at just one goal through the first 30 minutes of this one. It's 1-0 for the Crushers over the Kings County Kings. We're going to take a break. Don't forget, check out the action in the other game, but then come on back for the finish of this one because it should be close. It should be a barn burner. You don't want to miss any of it here on 360 Live. You are watching the 2019 Atlantic Pee Wee AAA Hockey Championships here on 360 Live. Crushers 1, Kings 0. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the third period here in this game between the host Pictou County Crushers and the Prince Edward Island champions, the Kings County Kings. Crushers carry a 1-0 lead into the third period in this one. Meanwhile, over on the other sheet of ice, it is 1-0 for the Fredericton Caps over the St. John's Hitmen. And again, as you're on the PEI Atlantic's site here on 360 Live, you can just click watch Bell Alliant Arena bonus coverage to catch that game, and then just click watch back here on the Sobeys Arena to bring you right back into this one, and you can go back and forth between games as much as you want here as we wrap up day number one. Before we get too far into the third period here, this one, quick reminder of the schedule for tomorrow, and we should not be having any more schedule changes now that we are up and running. Tomorrow we'll start at 1 o'clock with Fredericton taking on Bedford. Then at 3 o'clock it's the Crushers and the Hitmen. 5 o'clock we've got Kings County playing their third game of the tournament against Fredericton. They'll also be playing their third game by that point. Bedford and the Crushers, the 7 o'clock game to wrap things up tomorrow. All of those games will be on this sheet of ice, and all of them will be available right here on 360 Live. Big thanks to everybody tuning in, wherever you're tuning in from. Don't forget, join the conversation by sending me tweets. Tweet to @AAA Atlantics. And by all means, share your thoughts, your comments, and I keep an eye on that Twitter feed throughout the course of the game. So send me those tweets @AAA Atlantics on Twitter. Here come the Crushers coming in. There's a shot taken by Conrad and a big save made again by Pollard. And I got to say, Micah Pollard right now has been absolutely phenomenal for the Kings so far in this game. Pass ahead intended for Mosier, just a little bit too far in front of him, but he does get enough of his stick on the puck to negate the icing. Now along the near side wall, Power picks up, takes it down into the corner, starts to work his way back ahead, gets the pass up. Now out to center, waiting for it there was Walker. Walker actually sets it up for Power, but Power ends up losing an edge. And the ensuing play results in a offside against the Kings with exactly 1 minute gone here in the third and final period of this one. Sim taking the draw there against Walker. Sim won it back. Across the far side, Austin. Pass ahead intended for Steele, broken up by McEachern. Here comes McEachern. Has the puck roll off his stick. Following up on the play there was Walker. Tried to get it down low, but it's knocked down by Steele. Gets it ahead for Sim. Here comes Sim, working down the right wing side, trying to get around or through McGrath. Still in the corner. Steele gets it down to Dalton. Dalton creates some room for himself. Dalton looking for options. Tried to send the puck back down into the corner, but it goes off a skate and rolls all the way through to McEachern. McEachern gets it ahead there for Sibic. Sibic gets angled off the puck into the boards there by Marchand. And now Steele will come out, gets the pass ahead, and here comes a breakaway for Dalton. Dalton coming in all alone. Dalton with a big save there by Pollard. Dalton lost his stick in the process, trying to play the puck back to the blue line with his feet. He is able to get it there. Now Sim with the puck. He loses it to Sibic. And now picked up by McEachern. McEachern able to play it ahead there for Rowan Walker. But helping to angle him off of the puck was Manos. Out to center. 2.5 gone here in the third period. Puck comes back out to center. Brought back in again there by Spence. Spence down into the corner. Spence plays it back to the line. Manos with the shot. Save made. Puck rolls over to the corner. Picked up. Played back to the line. Intended for Manos, but right there on him right away was Sharkey. Now we got a trip out at center ice. Neither referee puts an arm up. Power picks up the puck, and Power will skate it into the zone. Power with the shot. And getting a piece of that there was Burrows. Now played back to the line for McPhee, but McPhee has it hop over her stick, and Crossman will win the race down to get to that puck. Crossman behind the net. But we're going to have a penalty in behind the play for slashing. And it appears it's going to go against Ben Manos. So Manos for the slash at 3:08 of period number 3. Gives the Kings their third power play of the evening. They are 0 for 2 so far. 1 for 6 now on the tournament. Puck comes to the line, held in by McDonald. Played into the near side corner. Power sends it back to the line. McLean across to the far side. There's a shot from McDonald. Save made. Puck goes into the corner. Sharkey picks up there. Back to the line. McDonald tried to get it back to Sharkey. That's broken up by McKenzie and played out to center. McDonald near side for McLean. Ahead for McKenzie, who just... No, McKenzie did not get a piece of the puck, says the linesman, so that'll be an icing. With a minute and a half left to go in the penalty and 11:22 left to go here in the third period, and just that one goal lead for the hometown Pictou County Crushers. Good crowd here tonight at the Pictou County Wellness Center to cheer on the host team in this opener, although a good strong contingent from Kings County making the trip across the Northumberland Strait as well. Puck played up the wall for Walker. Rowan Walker gets it ahead there. Power gets bumped off the puck by Dalton. Now Sharkey along the far wall. Plays it back to the line for McDonald. McDonald. Shot gets all the way through. Steered aside there by Burrows. Now pass in front. And that ends up on the stick of Dalton, who's able to play it out to center. McLean waiting for it there. Plays it ahead for Sharkey. Sharkey gets it across the far side. Rowan Walker tees it up. And another nice save made there by Burrows. And the puck cleared down the length of the ice with 42 seconds left in the power play for the Kings County Kings, their third power play of the evening. Marchand now will send it back down. Back to get it there, McDonald playing it up the wall. Gets beyond McLean. Steele tries to send it back down low. Picked up now by McKenzie. Carson McKenzie working up, cutting to the near side. McKenzie tried to cut back towards the middle, had it stripped from him by Steele, and Sim gets it just inside the Kings' blue line. McLean sends it back the other way. Now that clearing attempt ends up hitting the linesman, and in come the Kings. But it's turned over, and we're back to 5-on-5. Out comes Sim. He's got Steele right with him. Sim and Steele coming in. Sim, the pass through to Steele. Steele with a backhand shot. Save made. Rebound in front. And Sim tries to take a shot at it. And the save is made. And after the whistle, Steele having some words for, I believe that was Tyson McGrath. One thing about Landon Steele, there's no doubt about the level of compete in this young athlete. I mentioned earlier, a two-sport athlete, plays baseball at a very high level through the summers, and then obviously playing hockey at a very high level here through the winter. Out to center, sent down the length of the ice. Back to pick up there is McKenzie. Dominic McKenzie gets it ahead for Crossman. Crossman plays it up. Now the two McKenzies collide. That's Dominic McKenzie of the Crushers and Carson McKenzie of the Kings. Here's Walst now coming back the other way. Walst gets it across there. Backhand shot attempted by Spence, although it didn't have quite as much on it as he might have wanted. Now Walst with the puck. Walst sends it back down to Spence out in front, trying to get it to Crossman. That is a little bit off target, and Sibink, coming the other way. Now it comes to Power. Sibink in front. Sibink with a chance. He scores! Or Sibik, David Sibik with the goal. And the Kings have tied this game up at 1 with just 8:35 left to go here in the third period. A big goal there for David Sibic, his first goal, first point of the tournament. Makes it a 1-1 scoreline. So now the Crushers, who've played with the lead for the majority of the game, will be looking to try and get that lead back. Power and McGrath with the assists on the goal there for David Sibic. His first goal, first point of the tournament. For Power, that's his second assist, as he assisted on one of the two goals by the Kings in their opener against Bedford earlier today. Puck played back into the Kings zone. Sibic with it again. Plays it around to the far side. Now ahead for Sharkey, out to center. But picked up right there by Smith, who brings it right back in again. Smith trying to get that through to Mosier. Doesn't connect, gets to the line and out. Trying to hold it in was Conrad, but not quite able to do so, as we're 5 seconds shy of the midway point of the third period here. 1-1 now the scoreline. Meanwhile, they're into the final 37.7 seconds of the second period over on the other sheet of ice. And we can tell you it is still Fredericton leading St. John's by a score of 1-0. Campbell plays the puck into the PEI, or to the Kings County zone. Turned up the other way there by McPhee. Now here comes McEachern. Can't get through Campbell. Coming back to pick up the loose puck is Austin. Austin turns and gets it ahead to Steele. Here comes Steele. Steele dumps it in right on to Pollard, who's not going to take any chances and covers up and hangs on for an icing, or for a face-off, excuse me. With 7:04 left to go here in the third period. Shots on goal now 32-19 in favor of the Crushers. But Micah Pollard with 31 saves on 32 shots, and David Sibic with the goal have turned this into a 1-1 hockey game. There's a shot from long range and another save made by Pollard. 6:56 left to go here in period number 3. Once again, each of these teams back in action tomorrow. The Crushers will play twice at 3 and 7. And for the Kings, they'll play just one game tomorrow. That'll be the 5 o'clock start against Fredericton. Crossman able to bring it into the zone, gets it over Spence with a backhand shot, save made there. And then after the whistle, we get some pushing between Spence and McGrath, as the animosity between these two teams starting to pick up a little bit here. And as mentioned, Kings County and Pictou County, for much of the year, separated by just a 75-minute ferry ride. But certainly the action not very neighborly out on the ice here at times, as they're starting to get a little bit snarky with each other. McKenzie gets it over to Smith. Smith with a shot. Pollard with the save and hangs on for the rebound. 6:23 left to go here in the third, as we're now completed 2 periods over on that other sheet of ice, and it's now a 1-1 game. So the Hitmen have tied that one up in the late stages of the second period. 1-1 the scoreline over there. And again, you can click on the link for bonus coverage to get the third period of that one, but stick around here for this one. Don't want to miss the finish of this. Here's McDonald with the puck. McDonald gets it up to Sibic. Sibic coming in, gets the puck in front, but the Crushers are able to clear it away, at least momentarily. Now into the far side corner. Campbell will get to it first. Plays it up the wall there for McLaughlin. McLaughlin ahead to Smith. Here comes Smith. Smith to the face-off dot. Comes to the wall, now tries to play it through. That's broken up by Sibic, and it comes right through to McDonald. McDonald goes to flip it in. That's knocked down by Austin. Goes back to McDonald. He gives to Sharkey. Here comes Sharkey into the zone. Sharkey has the puck knocked off his stick by Austin, but he's able to chase it down below the goal line. Sharkey brings it out in front. Sharkey still with it, takes the shot. And that's deflected up over the net, but stays in play. Down below the goal line. Austin wraps it around to the far side. Gets to the line, held in by McDonald. McDonald sends it down low to Power. Power goes to play it back up to Sharkey. That pass a little bit off target, and able to get it to the line and out was McLaughlin. Now McLean turning it right back up the other way again, gets it up to McKenzie. Back to McLean, back down to McKenzie. Has it roll away from him, and it's picked up there by the big defenseman Marchand, but he lost it. It ends up going to Austin, who plays it ahead there for Smith. Smith, pass for Mosier, goes off the back of his leg. Mosier able to pick up and flip it down into the Kings County zone. And he'll peel off on a change with 4.5 minutes left to go here in period number 3. Steele out at center. Can't get past the defense of the Kings. Conrad now pushes it ahead. Sharkey gets knocked down at center. The referee throws his arms out to the side to indicate no call. Now with it, there is McKenzie. He gets it ahead for Steele. Here comes Steele. Landon Steele has his pocket picked by McDonald with a nice defensive play, trying to turn it back up the other way, but McKenzie steals it right back for the Crushers. Down into the Kings County zone, near side. McLean in the corner battling with him. McLean able to separate him from the puck. And the Kings try to get it out of the zone, but Steele holds it in. Landon Steele skating it out from the wall now, trying to cut to the center. Takes it behind the net, comes out in front, tries to wrap around. And Pollard with another nice save. Now coming up the other way, here comes Walker. Nice play there by McKenzie to knock the puck at least momentarily away from Austin Walker. But the Kings do still get a shot away. And Burrows makes the save and hangs on with 3:19 left to go here in the third period. 1-1 the scoreline between the Kings and the Crushers. Very quickly, because we are getting to that point in the game, we will take a look at what happens if, and we will tell you about that here momentarily. Here comes Crossman. Crossman, there's the shot, save made. In the preliminary round, if a game is tied at the end of regulation time, the teams will play one 5-minute sudden victory 4-on-4 overtime, immediately following a 2-minute intermission. The teams will defend the same end as the third period of the regulation game. If no goal is scored in the overtime, then the shootout procedure applies. So 5 minutes of 4-on-4, and then a shootout if nobody scores in the next 3 minutes. Austin with the puck just outside his own blue line, takes it back into the zone, plays it ahead to Crossman. He gets it up to Walst. Here comes Walst. Walst working his way down into the corner. Throws it in front, puck was loose, but able to clear it away and out of danger there is Power. Here comes Power. Power has it go off the back of Sibik's foot, but it goes right to Sharkey. Sharkey with the shot, and Burrows able to make the save and clear that one aside. 2.5 left to go here in the third. 1-1 the score, Crushers and Kings. Here comes Crossman. Gains the red line, dumps it in, peels off for a change as the Crushers want fresh legs out there. McPhee able to bring it up. The pass intended for McEachern, broken up there by Mosier. Mosier ends up losing it back to McPhee. But then it's turned back over again and then turned over a third time, and McEachern gets it ahead to Sibik. Sibik with 1 goal already tonight. Sibik with a shot. And Burrows with the save, hangs on for the faceoff. 1:56 left to go in regulation, and now we can start using that phrase, left to go in regulation. And again, we'll remind you, if these teams are still tied 1 minute and 56 seconds from now, we'll have a 2-minute intermission, followed by 5 minutes of 4-on-4. And then if nothing is decided in that, then we go to the skills competition. Here come the Crushers. Mosier gives to McLaughlin, McLaughlin's shot went wide, came off the end boards, right to Pollard, who covered up and hung on for a faceoff. So each game, we should point out as well, each game is worth 3 points in the standings. Whether you win, if you win in regulation, you get all 3 points, the other team gets 0. If you win in overtime or a shootout, you get 2 points, the other team gets 1. Much like the IIHF system of points that you'll see at the World Juniors and at the World Championships and at the World Women's Championships, which are going on right now in Finland. Kings get the puck into the zone, and it rolls in onto Burrows. She just steers it aside. And Burrows gets away with that one there as now coming the other way. Here's McKenzie with the puck. McKenzie in front. It rolls back all the way to Dalton. It rolls through and scores! Keegan Dalton with the shot from the point somehow squeezes it through the 5-hole. And with 63 seconds left in regulation, the Crushers take the 2-1 lead. Keegan Dalton with the huge goal. Able to make it. A 2-1 lead, and now we're going to get a timeout taken by the Crushers because they want to talk over how they are going to hang on to this lead for the last 63 seconds. The time of the goal, 13:57 of period number 3, gives the Crushers that 2-1 lead. For Dalton, first goal, first point of the tournament. McLaughlin also had a goal for the Crushers earlier this evening. Awaiting the assists on this goal, I believe one of the assists should go to McKenzie. But we'll await the official word to be certain. Meanwhile, we can tell you they're still in the second intermission over in that other game. With that one tied at 1. Here we were tied at 1 until a shot from the point by Keegan Dalton somehow squirts through goaltender Micah Pollard, who has made 39 saves on 41 shots this evening. Crushers get the puck down into the Kings zone. We're into the final minute. Walst with the puck. As Dalton's goal. Sim gets an assist. Sim actually gets the only assist there. As the Kings having trouble getting out of their own zone here. 30 seconds left to go. They still haven't been able to get Pollard out of the crease. Now he comes out as the puck is into the zone with power, but he coughs it up. Now it ends up on the stick of the defenseman Conrad. They can't clear, however. Now Power tried to play it in front. That gets knocked away. Picked up there by McGrath. It's down to 7 seconds left. Here's Sharkey cutting the middle. Sharkey has it roll off his stick, takes the shot, bouncing around, covered up, but that will do it. And the Crushers will earn the 2-1 victory. It was close. It was very close. But the Crushers come away with a 2-1 victory. A goal in the last 63 seconds becomes the difference as the Pictou County Crushers improve to 1-0 with the 2-1 win. The Kings County Kings drop to 0-2. Final shots on goal by the Crushers 41 and by the Kings 25. We'll stick around for the players of the game, and then we're going to wrap up this broadcast. And then we'll be back at it on this particular sheet of ice tomorrow. And in my mind, there can be only one player of the game for the Kings. Number 33, Micah Pollard. That's exactly who I was going to say had to be the player of the game. 39 saves on 41 shots. Absolutely brilliant. Unfortunately for Pollard, what he's probably going to remember is that shot that came with 63 seconds left. And Dominic McKenzie is the player of the game for the Crushers. Good choice. McKenzie was all over the ice. He was dominant in many parts of the ice. Could have talked about Dalton, of course, scoring that game-winning goal. A couple other players had good games as well, but you can't help but feel for Micah Pollard. Pollard, in my mind, the story of Pollard's game is the 39 saves. Unfortunately, knowing goaltenders like I do, the story in his mind is probably going to be the shot on goal with 63 seconds left to go. And I hope for his sake that doesn't become the story of the game for him in his mind. That's going to wrap things up for us over on this sheet of ice here. Don't forget, you can still catch the third period of the bonus coverage between the Caps and the Hitmen. Third period just underway over in that one. So flip on over to that side to catch the bonus coverage of the third period there. As for me, until tomorrow, this is Michael Petter on behalf of my awesome cameraman and technical guru Neil saying, may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. The final score once again, Crushers win it in a squeaker, 2-1 over the Kings, County Kings. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with you tomorrow.